Hello and salam sejahtera to all. My name is Resti Joseph and I'm from the Faculty of Plantation and Agrotechnology. Today I'm going to talk about the current issue that happens and affects all the country in the world and especially to our country, Malaysia. A brief introduction of wheat. What is wheat? Wheat is typically milled into the flour, which is then used to make a wide range of foods including bread, the crumpets, the muffins, the noodles, pasta, biscuits, cake, pastries, and so on. Who is the most producers of wheat in the world? According to the statistics in 2022, this is the top wheat producing countries, and the first largest countries that produce the wheat is China, followed by the India, followed by Russia, the United States, the France, the Australia, the Canada, the Pakistan, the Ukraine, and lastly for the Germany. And the question here is the wheat is important to Malaysia? And the answer is yes. Based on the statistic on the July 2022, Malaysia import around 80% of wheat from Australia and the rest from the US, Canada, and Ukraine. The current issue that happens in Malaysia nowadays is that the lack of wheat flour causes a domino effect on the economy. The domino effect, which is expected to occur due to the flour shortage, will have a direct or indirect economic impact on several sectors. On 23 May 2022, according to Mahani Ahmad, which is an agriculture officer from the Community Transformation Center UPM or University Putra Malaysia, she said that Malaysia needs to prepare and find possible solution to address the wheat crisis that affecting the community. She said that the increase in the price of flour and flour-based food, if not strictly controlled by the government and the relevant agencies, it will aggravate the situation and result in a national food crisis that threatens the community in Malaysia. The first factor that affecting this issue is because of the Ukraine and Russian war. As we know that Ukraine is the 7th largest country that produce and exporting wheat in the world. The increase in wheat prices due to the Ukraine war that disrupts the world's wheat production that will gradually causes a negative impact to the importing countries such as us, Malaysia. This will greatly affect the country's food product value chains in the short and the long term. And the second factor that affecting this issue is because of the India imposed a ban on wheat exports. According to the head of Department of Agricultural Technology, Faculty of Agriculture UPM, Professor Dr. Norsidaman, the statement made by the India to impose a ban on wheat export has triggered panic buying among the public, especially among those who run flour-based business. India will impose restrictions on the export of flour in a fresh move to insulate the domestic market from a global wheat crisis. What are the effects of this issue to Malaysia? The first effect is that some favorite dishes are on the edge of the price increases due to the strains on global wheat supply. For example, like roti canai. Before this, roti canai only cost 1 ringgit and 50 cents, but now it is already cost about 2 ringgit and 10 cents due to hikes of wheat and also the flour price. What are the solutions that are taken or the action taken by the Malaysia to overcome this issue? The first step is Malaysia considering import wheat from Turkey. Malaysia is considering importing wheat from Turkey to diversify its food sources amid and the worldwide battle with the soaring prices and supply bottlenecks. Turkey produced approximately 29 million tons of wheat annually, and it is a net exporter of the commodity. And lastly, as we know that wheat is very important, especially to our country, and the wheat shortage and also the increase of the price of wheat is affecting all countries over the world, especially countries who relies on the import. So we all hope this issue can be tackled quickly in the future to fulfill our needs and also for our economy.